Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. The political dynasty of Bola Ahmed Tinubu that has been going through one or two cracks right now in Lagos State. It looks like GAC, the governing body, have decided to make strong moves. But the question now is, for how long will this go? Ever since Obasa's case, which is the former impeached Speaker of the House, Lagos State Speaker of the House, it has been back and forth, and they are beginning to take a very strong stand. We're going to find out in a moment. There's been counter reactions here and there, but let's find out exactly what the situation is and how it looks as if everyone seems to be forming and finding their allegiances and alliances. Before we dive into the newspaper, kindly subscribe to our channel. Obasa's removal and the support given to the lawmakers by many Governance Advisory Council, otherwise known as GAC, GAC members, without consulting Tinubu, signal an unexpected political move within the All Progressive Congress, a party where the president remains the state and the national leader. Previously, it was widely believed that the president approved Obasa's removal before the state lawmakers took action. However, sources close to the president and familiar with Lagos APC politics revealed that the president was not consulted before the lawmakers took that decision. Now, according to the sources, the president was embarrassed that such a significant political move was executed without his knowledge and was puzzled why many GAC members would support the decision. Obasa was removed as Speaker on January 13 by 36 lawmakers over allegations of misconduct, abuse of office, and financial mismanagement. And the Deputy Speaker, Mojisola Merenda, was immediately sworn in as the new Speaker, while the Chief Whip, Mojid Fatai, was selected as the new Deputy Speaker. Now, Obasa, who had been Speaker since 2015 and represents Agege Constituency 1, insisted upon his return to Lagos from the United States that he remains the Speaker. His removal has since divided the GAC, caucus, and the APC in Lagos State. To assert his authority, President Tinubu, according to sources, directed GAC members to persuade Lagos lawmakers to reinstate Obasa and allow him to resign. It was also gathered that the GAC members held a marathon meeting on Monday at the Governor's Lodge in Marina, Lagos, where they conveyed the president's directive to the lawmakers. However, despite apologizing to Tinubu at the meeting and reaffirming their loyalty to the president, the lawmakers reportedly insisted that Obasa would not be reinstated. Of the 39 lawmakers present at the meeting, 37 voted against Obasa's reinstatement. It was gathered that the members agreed to write a letter of apology to the president explaining why Obasa could not be reinstated. In a viral video, of course, that has gone viral on social media, showing some APC members dancing and singing praises of the new Lagos Assembly Speaker, urging her to continue her speakership. According to sources, 6 GAC members chosen across the 3 senatorial districts of the state traveled to Abuja on Wednesday to deliver the lawmakers' letter to Tinubu. However, for undisclosed reasons, they were unable to meet with the president. Providing insight into the crisis, a prominent APC chieftain with knowledge of the ongoing intrigues described the development as a major political challenge for Tinubu. According to the source, the Lagos progressive family will never remain the same due to the political machineries and mechanizations. He explained that the crisis was driven by 3 major political factors: the 2027 governorship election, the rivalry between the Justice Forum and the mandate caucuses within the APC, and the ambitions of Lagos indigenes to dominate the state political structure. It was also learned that Obasa belonged to the mandate group, while many of the lawmakers and GAC members were affiliated with the Justice Forum. The APC chieftain stated that many GAC members, particularly Lagos indigenes, initiated Obasa's removal to stifle his governorship ambition. He also noted that the power struggle and tussle between the mandate group and the Justice Forum over the control of the party structure ahead of the 2027 elections played a significant role in Obasa's oyster. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not happy that the lawmakers and the GAC acted in this manner. He feels betrayed. The level of control he has in Lagos. Nobody wants absolute power without other forces supporting them, especially in Lagos politics. For them to have taken such an action without his blessings, it amounts to disloyalty and a betrayal of trust. The situation now is a test of wills. Who will blink first? The president has insisted that they comply with his directive to reinstate Obasa, but they have not done so. It is almost as if they are challenging Tinubu's authority in Lagos State. This is an unusual development. Even before Tinubu became president, he maintained control over the state. Now they are dealing with someone who has always emerged victorious in political battles. Even when he faced challenges in the primaries and the presidential election, he still prevailed. This crisis is a significant test for him, the source said. Now, the APC chieftain confirmed that the GAC members who traveled to Abuja were denied an audience with the president. Those who went to Abuja were not granted an audience. If anyone claims otherwise, they were merely playing politics. After this, the APC and the progressive structure in Lagos may change permanently. What happened is unprecedented. This crisis has created distrust. Political betrayal of this magnitude cannot be overlooked. It necessitates a strategic realignment to prevent a reoccurrence. If you are betrayed once, you might gain public sympathy, but if it happens again, it becomes a liability, this has said. Speaking on Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's role in the crisis, the APC chieftain declared, "The governor is playing the devil's advocate. Some say he is the major financier of this entire situation and is the one ensuring that the president's directive is not followed." Sanwo-Olu had earlier distanced himself from Obasa's removal, describing it as strictly a legislative affair devoid of political interference from the state government. Now, the special advisor to the governor on media and publicity, Boyega Akosile, said it is purely a legislative matter and the assembly handled it the best way they could. It has nothing to do with the governor. But the source reiterated that the current political crisis was part of the permutations ahead of the 2027 governorship election. He said that it is a matter of getting stumbling block out of the way. It is a game where the end justifies the means. The politics of 2027 has begun. Perhaps uncharacteristically, the Speaker Obasa showed his hand too early, making himself a target for attack and destruction. After that infamous budget speech, Obasa became an easy target for those with similar ambitions. He gave them the opportunity to work against him, brainwashing members of the House about issues they were already aware of. They played it tough, making it seem as though the Speaker has been exploiting them. However, a top politician in Lagos, especially Lagos West Senatorial District, on condition of anonymity, dismissed the claim that Obasa was removed due to indigenous factors. According to the aspirant, the lawmakers removed Obasa because he was hampering their political and social well-being. He argued that if the former speaker had maintained good relations with his colleagues, he would have been aware of the plot to remove him. What happened is a crisis within the legislature. It has nothing to do with being an indigene or not, nor with the 2027 governorship election. The fact that 36 out of 40 lawmakers orchestrated Obasan's removal without him knowing in advance speaks volumes. It confirms report that he did not have a good relationship with the lawmakers, he said. Now, speaking on the reported directive from the president to reinstate Obasa as speaker, the APC aspirant warned that such a move would backfire and have devastating consequences for the party in future elections. He said removing the new speaker will cause more crisis for the party. Besides, how do we confirm that the president even gave such a directive? It could be a case of name dropping, assuming the directive is even real. Implementing it will be difficult because it will be seen as an attack on the indigents. The new speaker and her deputy are both Lagos indigents. She's already receiving strong support from feminists and other female-led groups. Removing her would have a ripple effect on the party. Commenting on the crisis, the chieftain of the APC, Joe Ibokwe, said the matter wouldn't go out of hand, saying the bubble will not burst. He expressed his confidence in the ability of the GAC to manage the crisis, maintaining that there was no cause for alarm. Ibokwe said Lagos is Lagos, and when the chips are done, everybody comes to the table and address the matter. Lagos has come a long way in matters of democracy and how to handle things like this. There are strong elders among the GAC members who will sit down, look into the matter, and try to resolve whatever it is. GAC is one body that I respect in Lagos. The bubble will not burst. There is no cause for alarm. Given my experience in Lagos politics, in which I've worked for almost 20 years, members of GAC are committed and strong-willed. They have wisdom and understanding. They know when to go and when to stop. So there is no cause for worry. There is nothing GAC cannot manage. The current issue will not get out of hand. No man can change the system of Lagos, and one man cannot cause division in GAC. It's a kind of collective responsibility, and they are always united in anything they do. A chieftain of the APC, Fuad Oke, had on Wednesday cautioned the party leadership against prolonging the crisis, warning that this would amount to something not nice. He urged the GAC members to respect the independence of the House of Assembly and acknowledge the broad support the new Speaker, Marenda, has received from various sections of the society. Oke said this bold statement reflects a desire for progress and reform. It is imperative that we, as leaders of the APC, do not dismiss the voices of the people. Ignoring this sentiment could lead to political dangers that may jeopardize our party standing and unity. I urge you to consider the implications of prolonging this discord. Let us not allow our internal disagreement to overshadow the greater goal of serving the people of Lagos and Nigeria as a whole. Wow, this is getting interesting. In all of this, the presidents have definitely not said a word. But whatever the case is,